What's up everybody, back to another video, and after being out of the country most of the year for work, I'm finally back in Ukraine. So I'm on my way back to Kiev, but I stopped in Lviv for a couple days to visit some friends of mine, and I thought I'd do a quick update while I was here to kind of give everybody an update what life is like in Ukraine 500 and some days into the war. So temperature, it is about 86 here, 29 Celsius, and I've been in England for the last 4 months where it was a maximum of 22 or 23 degrees during the day and about 15 to 16 at night. So mid-70s during the day, mid-50s at night. So it's going to take me a few days to acclimate. So I'm out here walking around the city. I came over here by the National Opera House. It's a popular area of the city. As you can see, all the kids are in the fountain. The shops are all open, restaurants are open, pubs are open, hotels are packed. There are a lot of people in the city right now. I've seen a couple of they're like an extended golf cart doing city tours. And so, you know, Ukraine is coming back to life. It has poor choice of words, but I mean, it's, you know, it's enduring. Unfortunately, you know, there are still incoming rockets. I'm sure some of you have seen on the news in the last couple of days that Lviv has been bombarded with Russian missiles and rockets. So there are apps on our phones. You set them to your region, and they give you alerts when either aircraft are launched or they've launched missiles. Anything's, you know, caught by radar. So while I'm filming, if one of the sirens go off, I'll pull my phone out so you can hear what the alert on your phone sounds like. So I'm gonna do a little bit of walk around the city to kind of show everybody what things are like here in Ukraine today. So let's go for a walk. I was actually here a few months ago during the winter, and I met this little homeless dog, and he's still here. So look how cute this little guy is, and he's homeless. Hey, buddy. He's actually pretty nice. He was just barking at another dog here in his territory. We'll let you pet him. Hey, buddy. Oh, it's okay. So a lot of the shop owners around here know this little guy. They bring him food out and stuff. So he's well taken care of. He's just one of Ukraine's poor little homeless guys. Oh, I'm sorry. Shut your nice guy. Main square. So I'm gonna turn around and show you guys. So this is the Rynok, the main square in the city here, in the old part of town. So I was here last night walking around, and after, you know, in the evening after work, when it started cooling down a little bit, this place was absolutely packed. There were, you know, street vendors and musicians out, people everywhere. So I'm sure it'll be like that a little later this evening after, you know, after people get off work and things. And like I said, it's pretty hot right now, so I think a lot of people are just kind of hanging inside, which is I should be doing, except I had a few things to do in the city. Okay, I'm back, and as you can see, I've changed clothes because it is the next day. Yesterday was too hot. Today was too hot, so I kind of just hibernated. Now it's the next day. It's 8:30 in the evening, 20:30. It's a little cooler, so I just kind of wanted to come out and show you guys what life is like when it's a little bit in the evening and a little cooler out. So people actually come out, and the city kind of livens up. This city, like I said yesterday, the city is extremely busy. My hotel, I barely got. I extended for another day in Lviv. I barely got a room. It was sold out. All the other hotels around are sold out. So the city, like I said, is extremely busy. There are quite a few soldiers that have rotated back off the front lines, basically for R&R, rest recuperation. They're in town here, so you will see a lot of soldiers on the streets. And so I kind of just wanted to do an updated video to show everybody kind of what life is like, you know, in particularly Lviv right now, and then I'm heading back to Kiev tomorrow. I just want to show you that, you know, despite it being a war, that the economy still has to work. People have to work. The factories have to produce, and so people can't just hide in basements. I hear people on the news, I hear people on the radio or on social media say things like, well, you know, if there's a war going on, why are people out and about? Because they can't just live in a basement. Your economy has to work. You know, your factories have to produce. You have to actually live, and people have to make livings. So I wanted to show you what it's like. And that also reminds me, today is Sunday the 19th, so in 5 days is Ukraine's 32nd Independence Day. So I will be doing a video on that from Kiev as well. So I'm on one of the side streets off the main square. This street down here, there's a lot of little pubs and cafes. This is one of the main streets. Directly behind me is where the square is. My hotel, I always stay, is just right up here. So like I said, this is one of the side streets, and you can see how busy it is and how many people are out and about this evening. Yeah, I turned down the side street that I just pointed out to you in the last little segment I shot. So this is a pretty popular street here. Quite a few restaurants and you know, cafes and pubs here. Right up here there is a Vetrano group, Vetrano's Pizza, just like the one I pointed out in Kiev. So if you're ever here, part of the proceeds do go back to help the war effort, so be sure to pop in there. They actually have pretty good pizza. The back side of the square from where I started filming yesterday, there's one of the Piana Vishna, the cherry liquor bars I've pointed out to you in a couple of different cities in my videos. And right across the street here, this is a nice little place to sit out, people watch, have a drink. And their city hall basically is right up here, and there's a museum as well. There's an old medieval restaurant right next to it. As you get up close to it, you can see kind of like, almost looks like gas lanterns outside. Go down, and it's actually really good food. Like I said, it's a medieval theme. All the bartenders and the servers they're dressed like monks, so they're in their robes. So it's a pretty good place to check out if you ever find yourself in Lviv. On the complete opposite side of the square from where I was just filming, so here on the corner we have the Pravda brewery. Pretty good brewery. They have quite a few beers in there. They have quite a few beers from other breweries as well, not just their own. Plus they sell all their own stock in bottles. They sell t-shirts and all kinds of other memorabilia. Definitely a cool place to stop in and grab some pretty good beer. Also have patio out front so you can sit and watch people on the main square. And I don't remember if I told you yesterday, but right across the street, right here where this kind of white light is, that's the newly opened Best Western in Lviv. It opened about 4 or 5 months ago. I haven't stayed there yet. I looked online. The prices are pretty reasonable, and it looks pretty nice. So if you want to stick with, Western chain hotels, there is a Best Western right on the square in Lviv now. But just to let you all know, there is a curfew in Ukraine. It's called a Komendantsky Chas. So in Lviv, the curfew is midnight. So you have to have certain documents, special documents, if you're going to stay out past midnight, or else you will face a fine. Technically, they could jail you. As a foreigner, they probably won't jail you. Maybe fine you, maybe just tell you to get back to your hotel. But like I said, it's midnight, so you have to have documents. If you don't have them, don't be out after midnight. Most of the restaurants and pubs and everything start closing at 11 to give the workers time to clean up and get home before curfew. So keep that in mind. If you think about finding yourself, want to plan on coming to Lviv to visit, just factor that into your time schedule. There is a curfew you need to be mindful of. I'm just kind of sitting on the corner of the square here, just to see how busy the city is right now. This is what it reminded me of before the war. I think I'm gonna go ahead and wrap it up. I just wanted to kind of give you guys a quick update from Lviv, show you the city is, fully functioning again, kind of almost back to pre-war status. Like I said, Ukrainians are adapting. As I told you yesterday, there are apps on your phone that give you a warning whenever something is launched towards your city, whenever air defense picks up something. So it gives you plenty of time to get into shelters. If you do come to visit, ask the hotel where you're staying, where the nearest air raid shelter is if you need to get to it. Just realize, you could be in the middle of dinner and all of a sudden air raid siren goes off, so you have the choice. You can either stay or you can get in the shelter. That's kind of life that people are adapting to here. But no doubt that Ukraine will persevere, and people are just, unfortunately, this is a new normal for a while, and myself, along with everybody else, hopes this will be over soon. So I'm going to go ahead and wrap it up. Hope you enjoyed the video, and as always, thanks for watching. I'll see you soon.